if you have a mainstream media which will perpetuate a narration that you are this incompetent person, then it's a manufactured concern.
Umvikeli womphakathi ojanyisiweko uadvocate Busiwe Mkhwebane usagandelela bona bayamhlozisa bigodi uthi imbiki indaba nazo zimveze emphakathini njengomuntu obhalelwa ukwenza umsebenzi wakhe.
This toll gate is too expensive, then it's costing us, but we don't have a choice.
Ikhosathi kunye ne-SABC eMpumalanga zingenele ijima lokuthi kuphungule imali ebhadelwa kuma-e-tolls. Siyanamukela endabeni zesiNdebele lapha ku-DTT Lotshani. Umvikeli womphakathi ojanyisiweko uadvocate Busiwe Mkhwebane usagandelela bona usoziselwa ukwenza umsebenzi wakhe ngefanelo. Umkhwebane uthi umengameli uCyril Ramaphosa bekazi ngabantu abanikela ngemali ejimini lakhe lokuzifunela amavoti ECR17 nabekaqothele ukubanga umengameli we-ANC. Umkhwebane uyaraga nokwethula ubufakazi bakhe ekomidini yeParlamente ye-Section 194 ehlola bona ukulungele ukuphatha i-ofisi yakhe namkhanjani na.
Umvikeli womphakathi advocate Busiwe Mkhwebane uthome inkulumo yakhe ngokuthi wathi nakathatha umsebenzi wokuvikela umphakathi waphathwa kumbi khulu batsho nakathi wenza umsebenzi wakhe ngoba nabanye abamsebenzisa kumbi ngombana yena asebenza ngeqiniso. Uthi manje ke kilena na unjalo abantu abakuthandi.
I feel very victimized, or I feel that, you know, whatever I did and the best I know how, that's what I would say to the staff. Do your best and don't be, threatened by whatever reports are out there. Because at the end of the day, you are made to be this person who is alleged to be targeting certain individuals.
Velo mphakathi uzihlabe kumbi imbiki indaba ngokumsola bona akawazi umsebenzi wakhe begodi batsho akawazi nomthetho.
Unfortunately, in South Africa, again, if you have a mainstream media which will perpetuate a narration that you are this incompetent person, you don't know your work, you don't know the law, then it's a manufactured concern because it's repeated over and over, irrespective of what you do.
Uthi kwamrara khulu kuzwa umengameli uCyril Ramaphosa athi yena akabazi abantu abamsekela ngemali bona akhethwe njengomengameli welizwe ngaphasi kwejima le-CR17.
Do you believe that Ramaphosa did not know the donors who gave those of millions or close to $1 billion or more than $1 billion rand to 17 EFG account?
Not at all. Well, he knew. I don't believe that he didn't. What should I do with these emails? What should I do with the one of the donors I've interviewed who confirmed, thanks that we had the recording, it's still there, where he was confirming that he donated, he attended a gala dinner. So I don't know how to explain to any other person, but a primary school child, if you'll explain to them that there is this issue, you have your 10th birthday party. I can explain to my grandson. And you call your friends to come. In fact, call your friends to come and celebrate with you and bring gifts. And then tomorrow when you are asked, you will then say, no, I didn't know what was the matter all about. And I don't think that was all. And you accepted yourself that the money was for the also one of the key issues, because he said to the speaker, that money was not for my son, that money was for my CR17, it was for CR17 campaign.
Nasize moyeni uadvocate Busiwe Mkhwebane bekasaragela phambili nokwethula ubufakazi ekomidini yeParlamente ephenya bona ukulungele ukuphatha iofisi yakhe nofana njani na.
Abasebenzi abaningi bakamasipalata kukatelelekile bona bakhutshwe ngokuhabaka ema-ofisini kamasipalata weRichards Bay kwaZulu Natal ngemva kokulumatha komlilo. Isikhulu esivela kumasipalata weMhlathuze sithi okwanje akwazi wabona ubangelwe yini umlilo lo. Kodwa na kukholakala bona umlilo uthungeleleke emfulelweni wangekhwitshini ngamasa.
Kukholakala bona ikampani ebeyilungisa umfulelo womakhiwo bekhona endaweni yesehlakalo. Besizo lihabaka abatsheje ukutsha kwezinto edorobheni elibabizelwe endaweni yesehlakalo kanti bakhonile ukulawula umlilo. Okwanje akunabantu abalimeleko ababikiweko.
What happened is that as the company was working on the roof, it looks like they were welding something and then fire erupted. We are very appreciative to the fire department of the city who efficiently contained the fire to the kitchen only. So the building is intact. There is no damage whatsoever to the entire building with the exception of the kitchen area where as we speak the fire officers are still extinguishing water. With that said then, today obviously I'm going to ask the staff members to take a break with the exception of those who will have to come in and clean the floors where there is dirt and litter resulting from the work that was done by the fire guy.
EFF ne-ANC zibuyele emuva emahlelweni wazo wokusekela ikhansela le-Pan Africanist of Azania EPAC ngokuhunyeziweko umulantwa Chabadi ukuthi abe ngumyara omutsha wetshwane.
Bangezelela isekelo labo kelinye ikhansela lekhopona liphikisane nongikhethano enhlangano ezibusa ngokuhlanganyelwa Silius Brink. Khansela elitsha lekhopo ufense Mwalusi uzaliselela isihlalo sehlangano yenye emkhandlini wetshwane ekusikhalo esishiwe esivulekile ngoDokotela Umrunwa Makwarela othokoza umsebenzi ngemva kokuba ngumeyari isikhathi esifitshane. Ngemva kokukhutshwa kwesitifiketi sakhe songabi nenkweleto somgunyathi. Ijaji usifanyetse ekuthomeni wethule njengekhansela elitsha lekhophu ususwe sichema sika Speaker weJohannesburg uColin Makhubele alikhomba amakhansela afungisweko namhlanje ekseni balwa ki uBrink noMwalusi.
Amalunga wemphakathi eminingi esishengini sesikhukhuni eLimpopo athi athonyekile ngendaba ye-Eskom yokusolo yavalelela insalela zemndeni yabo ngaphakathi kwamagagogo amakhulu wensimbi iminyaka emihlanu yonke. U-Eskom wemba amathunala ukwenzela ukwakha istage esincane eMananeng eduze ne-Deep Hoop Dam ngaphandle kwe-Steelport. Istage lesi sizokuphakela indawo neemayini eziseduze igezi. Amalunga wemndeni ethineka kwela athi i-Eskom itshengise ukunganabuntu ngokungakhathaleli abezimu babo begodu basola u-Eskom ngokubhala ukwenza ihlolofuzo.
U-Eskom wakhe istages endaweni ebeyinamathuna ama-79 kanti u-Eskom uthena kakhe istages ngo-2018 wemba amathuna abantu la wathatha insalela zabo wazivalela ngaphakathi kwama-container bekube kunamhlanje ngonobangela wokungezani ngenkulumo nemindeni abongazimbaba. Kanti imndeni le isola i-Eskom ngokulinga ukubulunga amalunga wemndeni abo ethuneni linye ngaphandle kokuthi kuhlukaniswe ukuthi ubani ngibani. Ngokuya kwe-South African Heritage Resources Agency ekuliphiwe licheje ukuvikela nokuthuthukiswa komlando, insalelezi zibalwa hlangana nomsebenzi omkhulu wokuhlangahlangana kwensalela zabantu ekhe kwenzeke eSouth Africa pha. Umholo womphakathi uthi ihlelo lokwenziwa kwamathuna la akhenge lenziwe ngefanelo begodu into abayifuna njenganje bulungiswa neqiniso.
We want justice and the truth about this issue because when I asked Eskom to determine who are the descendants of these remains through DNA tests, they refused. Again, I asked them to bring a traditional healer with a spiritual gift to determine the families of the remains, but they also refused. I'm also concerned that Eskom wants to bury all those 79 individuals in one mass grave, which is un-African and inhumane.
Amanye amalunga womphakathi athi akhenge batshelwe nakuyokwenziwa amathuna wemndeni abo bathu Eskom akafuna ukulungisa ubuchapha benzileko ngokuthi abulunge imndeni le ngendlela efaneleko.
Our grandparents were buried here, and now Eskom exhumed them and put their remains in containers as if they were animals. We don't want to bury them without knowing who belongs to which family, because they mixed all the remains without separating them individually. Hence, we call for DNA tests. Eskom came here and exhumed our grandparents without consulting us. We've been trying to negotiate with them for years to try to bury the remains, but we have not agreed on burying them in one grave. We also want to know who permitted Eskom to exhume the remains without our consent. I am worried that our grandparents have been in the containers for 5 years, and we call on government and other traditional leaders to come and intervene.
Nakaphendulako umphathi wababelani kwa Eskom uThulufelo Muresela uyiphikile ukuthi batsho uEskom bekafuna ukubulunga imndeni le yonke ngaphakathi kwethuna linye. Uthi batsho kwaba nenqhema zabantu abathi batsho bona zinhlobo zabo ngazimbaba ekungikho kuriyadise ihlelo lokubulunga ngefanelo amalunga la ngonobangela okungezwani ngenkulumo. Umuresele uthi njenganje iSouth African Heritage Resources Agency inikele uEskom incwadi ebavumela ukuthi bangababulunga abantu aba ngemva kokulandela ikambiso. Uthi amathambo la selokungewakade khulu ukuthi angayokuhlolelwa ifuzo.
Ngelesihlanu eParliament bekuvotwa kuvotela bona kusungule ikomiti ephenya ubukhohlakali ekampanini ephakela igezi Eskom obange ukuthi inaga le ibe nomraro oqindeliswa kwegezi. Bekwakhethwa nongqongqotshe wezegezi uDokotela Khosiyenso Ramokgopa wona eze nendlela zokuqeda umraro lo. Njenganje ke usejimini lokuvakatshela inteji eziphehla igezi naga yonke ukuthola umraro wegezi. uRamokgopa uthe nakafika eMudupi wathola bona kunobukhohlakalo benzekako nakwakhiwa istage eziphehla igezi eMudupi kunye neMatimba. Emtatweni sinomcozulule wezepolitiki uNtando Sindana bona akhe siyasingenelele kule ndaba. Sindana siyakwamkela ingabe ngomkwecozululo lakho kutsho ukuthini lokhu ukuthi ihlangano ebusako ibhale bona kusungule ikomiti ephenya ubukhohlakali kwa Eskom eParliament bese ngemva kwalokho ungqongqotshe wegezi athole izinto zingakalungi lapho.
Ngithokoze mkhathi okuthoma ngiyacabanga bona ukuqakathekile ukumele sikutsho ukuthi iParliament yonke ngokuphelele kwayo ingasuthi iyabhalelwa ukwenza lokhu iConstitutional Court yababawa bona bakwenze ngecala lakababuzuma lenkandla. iConstitutional Court yathi iParliament impela ibe ne-oversight begodwa yenze into esiyibiza bona i-accountability. Okutsho khona ukuthi lokho nakunomongameli makenza into engasuthi ayibonakali kuhle impela iParliament iphenye nakunama-state owned enterprises ingasuthi akenzi kuhle iParliament impela iphenye. Lokhu kuyatshengisa bona iParliament iyabhalela ukwenza umbereko wayo. Lokhu bekhulukhulu kwenziwa ukuthi ihlangano elisako nanyana the majority party in Parliament ayifuni kuhle ukuthi litholakale isisombululo sokubana yini kuhle edala ukuthi kube nomraro okhona Eskom khulukhulu nomraro enye ekhandelana ne-corruption nanyana ikhohlakala.
Sindane ngabe lokho kuyakhambisana nenkulumo eyakhulunywa mphathi walokho uAndrew the Rater yokuthi kunongqongqotshe omtshele bona alise amanye amalunga wehlangano ebusako bona azitapele kwa Eskom.
Umphathi walokho ubaba uAndrew the Rater into ayenzileko ukuthi uyiphakamisile inkulumo efana naleyo kodwana akhenge akhiphe amabizo wabantu abagagule ngamagama akhe ukuthi umphathisa onje wenza lokhu umphathisa onje wenza lokhu. So singamane sitemule sithi mhlawumbe into enjalo ikhona ebeni ayikho kodwana into esiyaziyo nesiqiniseko ngayo ukuthi ihlangano ebusako kuyiyo yonke ngaphandle kokugagula amagama wabantu abayifuni into ebizwa bona i-accountability abafuni ukuthi bayihlathulule bayichazelele isitshalo sonke ukuthi no imali zibereka kanjani nanyana kangangani kwa Eskom.
Abantu balila ngokuqindelisa kwegezi okuphazamisa nomnotho. Ingabe izehlakalo ezifana nalezi zinomthelela phezulu kokufadalala komnotho walapha eSouth Africa?
Zinomthelela omkhulu khulukhulu kusomabhizinisi bankhaya lento esibiza ngesikhuwa lokana yi-small to medium enterprises. Umthelela kilo mkhulu ngombana nawenza amadrobheni sengikhuluma ngisho ama-tuck shop into ezifana nalezo. Iningi labo abakhoni ukubana bayithengele i-generator. Nanyana bayithenga i-generator leyo bathola ukubana ukuthi baberegisa imali eningi bagcine bangakhoni ukuprofita. Amaningi-ke amabhizinisi avaliwe ngenxa yalokho. So i-load shedding iyayidisibeza ibhizinisi. And nangilalela kuhle nabalingani bami political analysts ingasithi into besazokuragela phambili ngombana umphathiswa omutsha wezegezi uDokotela Ramokgopa uzakalise ukubana i-load shedding le akakazi ukuyiqeda. Into ayithembisile ukuthi ayizukudlula i-state shift. So lokho kuyatsho bona siyinarha khulukhulu abosomabhizinisi sisazokuxhaga kakhulu.
Impikiswano ezifana nalezi nge-Eskom zilichiyaphi igama lehlangano le khulukhulu njengobana kulungiselelwa amakhetho ngomnyaka ozako?
Abalingani bakho bayangibuza emkhathweni naku-TV kwamanye ama-channel empilo njengalowo. Naye ngithanda bona ngithi umlaleli nanyana umuntu obukeleka ngikhaya ukuthi amehlo nendlela mdele kuvulele ngombani iyakuzayo siya ukhethweni. Umuntu nomuntu mdele akhethe ngendlela abona ngayo nangendlela ezwa ngayo. Uma siqala-ke umlando ngemva ekhethweni elidlulile singakhuluma ngaloko singabahlaziyi ngoba yinto enzakele. Ihlangano yehle kakhulu emandleni ngombana abantu abaningi balila ngayo yona i-load shedding. Kodwa i-load shedding yinye entweni ezikhona eziningi ngombana ngikukhumbula ukuthi ulutsha lweSouth Africa ngobuningi luyaxhaga kunomraro ukuthoga imbereko i-youth unemployment. Nangikhumbula kuhle i-youth unemployment eSouth Africa ijame ku-60%. Lokhu bemkhathi kusho ukuthi nawuseminyanyeni kunabantu abayi-10 6 yabo ababereki. Lokhu kuyenza bona ihlangano ebisako ibhalelwe ukuthi ithola amavoti ilahlekelwe nayilawulo lesitshaba.
Sindane, siyathokoza isikhathi sakho. Loyo bekungumcozululi wezepolitiki uNtando Sindane. Ikhosathi kunye ne-SACP eMpumalanga zithusele ngokungenela ijima lokuthi kuphungulwe imali ebhadelwa kuma-e-tolls. Lokhu kuza ngemva kobana iSANRAL ikhuphule imali zama-e-tolls ekuthomeni kwenyanga le.
Ihlanganisela yama-uniyoni kunye nehlangano yephiko lamakomanisi bathi ziphezulu khulu indleko zama-e-tolls, enye yazo yi-toll plaza. Bafuna ukuthi iSANRAL yehlise indleko ngamaphesenti ama-50 wonke.
These toll gates are so expensive. 112 rand is the most expensive toll gate in the country, and you go to Mikliberg, it's 75 rand, you go to Nkomas, 79 rand. So all these toll gates are unaffordable, and it's about time that they reduce them to 50%, so as they can be affordable. We are here to send that message to say all these toll gates must go down with 50%, and the people that are residing next to toll gates, they must benefit out of these toll gates. It can't be that the private sector take the whole money without giving money to our people.
Abachayeli bathi ngibo ababethe kakhulu ngengikhwameni.
Njalo April iyakhuphuka toll gate, njalo April iyakhuphuka. Uma le toll gate yona eMashara iwest kakhulu. Iyadura toll gate, funa basicabangela ama toll gate sekumadini. 70 kude ningonge lo ngiyadiningi. Funa basicabangela ama toll gate, funa ehle lama toll gate.
iSANRAL iyamukele incwadi yenjiji. Ithi sayokuhlangana nababelani bayo. Hlele umhlangano wesisombululo saromraro ngelesithathu iveke zako. Bezokuthutha baqinisekise abachayeli ukuthi baphephile endaweni zeMpumalanga.
We've continued with our operations today. We didn't foresee any major problems. People are allowed to picket in the South African Constitution, and we don't believe the protesters will get out of hand or become violent. But we have asked for police presence at all the plazas that are being affected by protests, and that is just to keep everyone safe, the picketers who are on a national road.
I-SACP nekhosathu zinikele iSANRAL amalanga alikhomba ukuphendula incwadi yesingongoyilo sawo.
Njenganje silandelela indaba yomntazana obeka yokuthomba waqothwa emsebenzini. Sizwa zamva nje bona kukhambe njani ngemva komhlangano wayizolo obe ubanjelwe kwaMhlanga. Emtatweni sinesikhulu eofisini kaSomkhandlu wezokuhlaliswa kwabantu eMpumalanga, uLinki Muhlala. Siyakwamukela endabeni zesiNdebele. Ingabe ukhambe njani umhlangano wayizolo ngoba naphambilini besizwa bona bakwa Shoprite bebangaphumeleli?
Mthokoze mkhathi ngilothusa kubalaleli boka wakhona mthokoze nethuba esinikela lona ukuthi sinikele i-feedback ukuthi umhlangano ukhambe njani ngoba umkhathi okwazile ukuthi uveze indaba le ukuthi yazeke ebantwini. No umhlangano wayizolo ukhambe kuhle. Ake ngithome ngokuthi uShoprite ekumtholeni kwethu kokuthoma akakali yena ukuzani ngomhla ka-20 into ebese iyamphazamisa mchakalelo ya obekhona wehlangano yezepolitiki eniyaziko ke kwase kutholakala ukuthi abakhona ukuthi bangasuka endaweni abakuzo ngoba basendaweni yaseGauteng ukuthi bayokufika lekhaya kwaMhlanga. Banqonqabezile ke nabafika izolo ukuthi kube sekuba njalo ngoba ngakithi se-government sithubekile nama-activities ebesiwaplanile for lelo langa lange-20 so bona bangakhona ukuza. So ekufikeni kwabizolo-ke baye banqanqabeza njengoba ngisho and into ekhulu ebeyikhulunywa lapha akusikhulukhulu kuqothwa komntazana kwaShoprite bekuyindaba yesiko ngoba indaba yokuqothwa komntazana le iku-CCMA and yena ujanyelwe i-union yabasebenzi beShoprite. So indaba enjalo sithi phecelezi subjudice asikhulumi ngazo ni kuze kuphele abakwenza ku-CCMA. So besikhuluma ngendaba yesiko ukuthi uShoprite uyazi yini ukuthi kunesiko elenziwako ebantwini babantazana ngesikhathi esithize endaweni esihlala kuyo. Bavuma ke batsho bayazi ngoba babareke ekhulu nathi sonke namakhosi. No into ekhona eyenzekile abakhe bayiveza ukuthi kuba nendlela eyenziwa ngayo uthola ukuthi kumele ukuthi kufakwe i-leave application maybe 2 or 3 months before ngaphambi kokuthi umntwana noma abantwana bakhona ukuthi bakhambe bayesikweni. So kulokho angeke batsho ukuthi kwenzeke ukuthi ufake ngekumbi mara into ekhulu ekhona ukuthi sebawuyelelisile umphakathi ngokuthi kunendlela eziberegiswako emisebenzini eziphathelene ne-labor relations ekumele ukuthi zenzeke ngaphambi kokuba umuntu athathe leave. Mara-ke ekugcineni kwakho konke uSomkhandlu uye wayisonga indaba yonke ngokuthi kusukela nje abakwaShoprite mde baberegisane namakhosi ekhethu bakhona ukuthi bawazisa amakhosi ekhethu ngemithetho ekhona nabo bakwazi ukuthi bafunde ukuthi isikhethu sisikhambisa kanjani ngoba njengabantwana babantazana ngeke watsho ukuthi umsebenzi lo siwenza ngoDisemba ofana ngoJuni. Kuba nezimo ezithize ezenzekako kuthole ukuthi siyabenzela abantwana njalo phakathi konyaka noma ngasiphi isikhathi nethi nasekuthanjisiwe. So ngilokho okwenzekile nanokuthi amakhosi nawo adlale indima yawo khulukhulu endweni ezifana nalezi bakhona ukuthi bakhulumisana nabo somabhizinisi abaphethe like bona boShoprite ukuthi babafundise ukuthi isikhethu sichithwa njani endaweni mara bona abakayideleli isiko ni. Okunye futhi mkhathi ngifuna ukusho ukuthi siyabathokoza aboma bayivezile indaba le ekwenze ukuthi bese sifundisane sisonke ukuthi ziziphi into ezirasha kumele ukuthi zenzeke nakuwukuthi isimo sifana nalesi.
Ingabe ihlathululo enelitholileko ke bakwa Shoprite liyanalilisa ngendaba le?
Mkhathi ngingasho ukuthi abomma bengibo beba ngoyila ngeSouthwest banelisekile ngoba bekubukeka kwangathi uShoprite weqa isiko lekhethu ngaphezulu. Sona sebafika abachaza ngendlela abachaze ngako nabo babantwana bethu babantwana badlulile esikweni. Wabonakala emakhosini kwabonakala bomma nakuyo umphathiswa ukuthi beyingabathatheki kahle indaba le. So ke basi kuyalungisiswana ke kuthiwa sicela namhlanje kuzobe sekuyaberegiswana ukuya phambili ukuthi kungasabi nale gap ebakhona phakathi kukaShoprite nathi sibahlali bendawo kanye namakhosi.
Masi yakuthokoza isikhathi sakho. Nasibuye ntolo.
Luyana baketaka itletse e phephetha diboko ena le diboko mote tshwantsana maitsiwa ke etse ke go itshollela gape go sekgweng ha ke simolola go itsholla go sekgweng ke thapise ka matsogo.
Sikhulu isililo sokwakhelwa indlwana ngePumalanga Kapa kunye neTlagwini eTjingalanga abanye basasebenzisa amabhakede. Iindaba ezisisekhona lapha letla sikwethulela zona ngomnjalo bazo. Amapholisa athole ukuthi kunendawo ezingaphezulu kwekhulu zonke ezimatsaba kwendakwamizwa ewadini asithandathu endaweni ye-K Flats. Iindaba ezizivezwe ngungqongqotshe wamapholisa ubheka icele nabe kaphendula imibuzo yeParliament ngendakamizwa ezihagele e-K Flats. Nanyana kunjalo ucele uthi indawo lezo amapholisa aziqale ngelihlo elibukhali kodwa na ubhalile ukutsho bona zikuphi kuhle kuhle. Wathi batsho nakangatsho bona zikuphi umphakathi uzokusahlela begodu uthathe umthetho ubeke ezandleni zawo.
Ucele uthi kwezi zindlu zeziyobisi zilikhulu elinesithathu kwezi wards ezi-93 zezabanini babucala ngelixa ezinye izezikawonke wonke. Khange azidize idilesi zazo esithi ukukhupha inkcukacha ezinjalo kunganeziphumo ezingalunganga. Ucele unexhala lokuba oku kwakubeka esichengeni abantu abahlala kwezi zindlu bahlaselwe luluntu okanye amapolisa athathelwe ingalo yomthetho. IDA ithi esi sisiqalo.
My other concern is about the well-being of the neighbors and their families who are exposed to criminal elements which come with known drug houses as well as the extended community. But here's the thing. Private owners of these buildings and houses need to take responsibility and play their role.
Abo banoxanduva lokunceda abantu abasebenzisa iziyobisi ukuba bayeke lo mkhuba bathi ukusetyenziswa gwenxa kweziyobisi akunantanga.
In terms of age group, I would say in our experience we don't see any particular age group standing out more than others. You know, younger people tend to abuse substances more in groups, but they have less access to funds, where older adults, whether they have employment legally or illegally, tend to have more access to funds.
Ucele uthi amapolisa asebenza nzima ukulwa kusetyenziswa kweziyobisi ngokuthi gqolo esenza uqoqa. Uthi bakwasebenzisa nemithetho efanelekileyo ukuqinisekisa ukuba ibutho lonothimba lithimba izinto ezisetyenziselwa iziyobisi. Dingilula Mamatya wendaba ze-SABC eParliament eKapa.
Namhlanje ekhasini lethu le-Facebook sibuze ukuthi kungenziwani ukuqeda ukuthengiswa kwendakamizwa. Nakumbono wakho uyalandela mbukeli.
ukuhlulisana kwendakamizwa into engasihelebha ukulwa nendakamizwa akukhethwe omunye ukomissionary wamaphoyisa namka iminister yamapolisa enye mkhathi ngoba manje ngibona ngathi ubheka icele uyabasaba usaba igebengu lezi ngoba nazo ziyabulala mhlambe so kufanele kukhethwe omunye umuntu onesibindi ozocalana nazo igebengu lezi and then bese kuyasetshwa nalapha ehlanganweni ebusako namkha nakuma opposition party ukuthi akekho umuntu oberekisana negebengu na ngoba abantu abakhulu abasiphethe bakhona ababerekisana nazo igebengu lezo.
Kumele ukuthi kuqinise umthetho ema-border gate ukuthi umuntu nangabe andlula etangalana eSouth Africa abukisise kahle ukuthi uphetheni emotini yakhe bazame ngato tonke tindlela ukuthi kungangeni ema-drugs kuleli lase-South Africa.
Abantu akuyibona abakhiqiza idakamizwa eSouth Africa ibona abantu abaphethe bangaphezulu kwamaphoyisa. Even amaphoyisa abazi kahle ukuthi osibanibani baphethe endaweni baphethe enhloboni yedakamizwa awabenzi lutho. So uma ucabanga ukuthi ubheka icele uzoqeda ugebengu eyedwa angeke. Umphakathi if usebenzisana namaphoyisa angeke zephele indaba zedakamizwa eSouth Africa. Uma uthi watshelile amaphoyisa ukuthi usibanibani dayisa idakamizwa bavele bahamba bamtshele bafuna umfakazi lapha enkantolo. So nje angiboni kuyinto ezovela iphele sunsunle. If amaphoyisa engacreate indlela engcono yokuthi benomphakathi bangabambisana kanjani bangayiqeda idakamizwa. Kodwa nje ngendlela engibona ngayo akusinto engaphela nini.
Akulula ukuthi idakamizwa ziphele la eSouth Africa ngoba abanikazi bedakamizwa kakhulukazi amaphoyisa uqobo athatha idakamizwa lezi abafuna abancane wedayisa idropeni bazobopha iphara manje sibadedele lapha bubuye kusasa liphinde futhi eqhubeke nomsebenzi walokudayisa idakamizwa.
Umbono ngewombukeli SABC ayizukuthwesa umlando wokuziphendela ngombono wombukeli. Umsunguli walokho wejima i-Treatment Action Campaign abuye abe ngumchochozeli uZeki Ahmad ufuna ukubanga abanye babajameli babantu eParliament ngemva kwamakhetho omnyaka ozayo. U-Ahmad uveze ingkhuluphelo zakhe zepolitiki nabekathula ijima elibizwa nge#FixTheState okutsho bona lungisani umbuso eKapa. IParliamente idlulise amachuguluko womthethobulingwa wokuvota nawungatlikitlwa bona ube semthethweni ngumongameli uCyril Ramaphosa uzokuvulela indlela abongikhethana abazijameleko bona baphalisanele inkhundla nenhlangano zepolitiki eParliamente nembetha mthethweni zemfunda. Lokhu kulandela umlayo wekhotho yezomthethosisekelo.
Amakhulukhulu abantu ahlanganyele ngaphandle kwesondo iSt George's Cathedral ukuzokusekela ukwethula kwejima lika-Ahmad lokufuna ukuba lilunga leParliamente. U-Ahmad uthi unesekelo lenhlangano zomphakathi bona abemjameli abantu.
I have a mandate from many of the people here today. I have collected already 2,000 signatures of people in communities, more than 2,000 signatures, who say that they will support me.
U-Ahmad uthi ufuna iParliamente kube yindawo eqalelela imfuno zabantu ingasize nenhlangano zepolitiki kunye nalabo ababalawulako.
My job, if I go to Parliament, if I'm elected, is to make sure that those people come to Parliament. That's my job, not to make a speech on their behalf.
Kodwa nothonyekile ngomthethomlingo ukuvota umengameli kufuza utlikitle.
The bill is a disaster for independent candidates. It's rigged towards parties. It's another way that the ANC and the big political parties want to steal the election away from individuals and independents.
Abongikhethana abazijameleko abafana no-Ahmad sebalinda umengameli uCyril Ramaphosa bona atlikitle umthethomlingo lo ukuthi bathome ngokuphalisana nenhlangano zepolitiki emakhethweni omnyaka ozako wenarha kunye nemfunda.
Umholi we-Democratic Alliance uJohn Steenhuisen uthi unethemba lokuthi uzokuthumba ikhetho lesikhundla sokudosa phambili ihlangano le eCongressini yehlangano ezayo. Nakakhuluma nephiko leindaba le-SABC uSteenhuisen uthe ukholwa ukuthi nguye osilungele kwisikhundla esi. iDA iyokubamba iCongress yamalanga amabili phela veke le yokukhetha ubuholi obutsha eJohannesburg.
Umholi wehlangano yeDA uJohn Steenhuisen uthi akasabilito begodwa uthola imphanga njengoba nathidela amalanga okubamba iCongress yokukhetha ubuholi obutsha. uSteenhuisen uthi yena kafani nalabo bangisana nabisikhundla yena unelwazi kunye nebonelo phambili lokuthuthukisa ihlangano lemu. Isikhathi sakhe njengomdosi phambili wehlangano siyaphela kanti kufuze kude aphakamisa isandla sakhe njengomdosi phambili kwehlandla lesibili.
I wouldn't be standing if I didn't believe that. I believe I've got the experience, but also I believe that my style of leadership, which is to bring and build teams. So it doesn't matter where I've served as a leader in eThekwini municipality, in the KwaZulu-Natal legislature, or now in Parliament, very strongly focused on building teams of people who you then unleash to be able to express their talents and do what they do best in the service of the greater thrust. So when people see the DA, I don't want them to see just John Steenhuisen. I want them to see Mimi Gondwe, Tandeka Mbabama, Siviwe Garube.
uSteenhuisen uthi ngesikhathi aphethe office ukhonile ukujugula izinto ngemva kobana lo amlamako athi izinto esisebujameni kubabazekako.
We inherited a party in a very bad way. There's very few parties in the world that survive a leader walking off the job and trashing the party on the way out. But we were able to pick up that banner, and together with colleagues we've carried it forward now to the point where we are an electoral strength yet again.
Ubeveza namazizo ngobujamo obukhona bokubusa ngokuhlanganyela kumasipalata bendawo.
Coalitions are tough, and nobody wants to go into an election, wanting a coalition. You want your own majority, and I think we've demonstrated where we've got our own majority. Midvaal, the city of Cape Town, Umgeni municipality in KwaZulu-Natal. You're able to change and deliver far more efficiently and effectively.
Njengombana ukusebenzisana phakathi kwenhlangano zepolitiki kuyinto evamile ukwenzeka nakuyi-DA ne-EFF yona soze yenzeke.
I don't think it would be possible to work at a national level like that, because what Julius Malema wants is very different to what John Steenhuisen wants.
Bathatha bongikhethane zayo bangisana isikhundla esiphezulu sokudosa phambili ihlangano lemi. Kuza kuthi kuphela impela veke siyakiyo le amaSouth Africa azabazi bona ngubani umholo omutsha.
Imxolisi woBoy Foundation ibawe uhulumende wesifunda seMpumalanga Kapa ukuthi akhandele ukubhubha kwabafundi abaningi enkolweni ezisendaweni ezisemakhaya ngonobangela wendlwana zemigodi. IFoundation le inikele ngendlwana ezisebenzisa amanzi ezingabiza i500,000 rands esikoleni samabanga phasi iLaphan Primary School eMbutho ngaphandle kwetsolo. Umphathi wayo umxolisi woBoy uthi kuyadanisa ukubona abotitshere nabafundi basebenzisa indlwana zemigodi.
Ubhoko kalangala miviki ekuthomeni kwenyanga le kutshengise ubungozi bamathoyilete wemigodi godu. Kodwa na indaba yomraro lo sele kusikhathi ikhulunywa. Ngo-2018 uLumka Khethwa wawela ngethoyilete naye ikhibe eminyakeni eminye ngaphambi kwesehlakalo sakhe. uMichael Komape weLimpopo naye waba ngungazimbo wokuwela ngethoyilete omgodi. Nanyana kunjalo abafundi beLaphan Primary School sele baseduze nokusebenzisa amathoyilete angcono ngemva kokuthi imxolisi woBoy Foundation inikele ngamathoyilete ali-14 akhamba ngamanzi. Kodwa nalapho indaba isesendabeni yokuhlokeka kwamanzi.
Here are the toilets that have been donated then by umxolisi woBoy Foundation. These are flushing toilets. I appeal to the government. I cannot put then the borehole here, Whereas now then there's infrastructure, of water here. So what we are only requesting then from the government, because of that where I'm a private company, is just only then the government then to come in, and put then the water. I cannot do that.
Ababelethi nabo bathoyekile ngokuphepha kwabantwana babo.
Abakhuselekanga ngenxa yezitoilet toilet zindala. Ubaba sinoloyiko lobaba ngoyela. Basenokoyela nangoku ngoba kaloku basasebenzisa zona. Sineloqhala ke ngoku esinalo.
Ubanga bangasinceda nje apho sisuke kobabugxwayi basikubo nje manibona bunjani. Ngoku senzele into enhle apha. Tenayo udingeka nje ntoni amanzi.
uHoboy uthi ukulinyaza amalungelo wabantwana abasebenzisa amathoyilete emigodi la.
These kids are still utilizing then the same toilets, that they were using, whereas the infrastructure then is here. Then the government, why then the government is not just putting then the water, so that then this kid then can utilize then the system. The teachers, even themselves, they are using then the same toilets. Where is the dignity then of our people?
Umnyango wezefundo esifundeni lesi uthi uhulumende uzongezelela ngamanye amathoyilete ali-14 ukusiza abafundi abamakhulu amane abafunda esikolweni lesi.
We appreciate the support from citizens who have heeded the call to make education a societal matter through contributing in various ways, from toilets, uniforms, school shoes, etc., etc. But as a department, we also had a constitutional obligation to ensure that we build or construct appropriate facilities for these learners. Hence, the aid that was sponsored had to be topped up by 24. Remember, the school has got an enrollment of more than 400 learners. Therefore, we wanted to ensure that when they relieve themselves, they are dignified when they do that.
Ekuthomeni komnyaka opheleleko ikomishini yamalungelo obuntu ithole ukuthi inkolo ezidlula ku-2000 ePumalanga Kapa solo zisasebenzisa amathoyilethi emigodi.
Nakusenjalo izakhamuzi emhlahlaneni yeScotland ekholini zithi zineminyaka elikhomba zilinde indlwana zokuzithuma ezikhambisini sila ngamanzi njengoba na uhulumende abathembisa. Okwanje basebenzisa amathungana kanti ezinye izakhamuzi zithi zingena ehlathini eliseduze nazifuna ukuzikhulula. Izakhamuzi zithi kunehlelo lathonye eminyakeni elikhomba edlulileko ebekuzokuzuza amakhaya 1,500 ngilokodwana solo kwembiwa imigodi. Ukuthi kusenjalo ezinye izakhamuzi zemba imigodi emakhaya abo lapha zithululela khona amathungana nabawasebenzisileko. Kanti ezinye ezigijimela ehlathini eliseduze.
Re kopa gore ba ba tsama ikarabelo ka dilo tse a batle gore thusa tlhaba ga itshore sa re na le contract mo dijare tse di fitileng a gona sepe se se diragalang ba itse ba re ba tlatla le primary re tshepitse gore tlatla ipolla o tlatla tsenya di pipeline mo di toileteng tseo tsa rona tseo re na le makwalo a gage even today santse re metse di thusa mo premier ga gona go pe kwa tlhante ba tle go tlhaga fela ka di election by next day ba kopa gape the very same batho ba ba shotlang ka bakete ba ba bolayang ka leshwe ba ga itshore na le malwetse a mantsi tata a khositsweng ke disting ya bakete.
Ezinye izakhamuzi zithonyekile ngokuphepha kwazo.
Iindaba ka itletse e phephetha diboko ena le diboko mote tshwantsane maitsiwa ke etse ke go itshollela gape go segweng ha ke simolola go itsholla go segweng ke tlhapise ka matsogo ha ke na di handscoon tse ke tlhapisang bakete ka tsone. Re le bomme motsegare re nagana go dirisa gore re nagane go dirisa emere go seifa gore bakete e ska tlala and then ra tsara go tsholola re tlhola re bereka mmereko no si emere o ra e dirisa busigo re be re dirise le motsegare.
Ke kopa gore puso e re thuse ka go raagela di toilete ba golo ka gore ha se rona rotlhe re khona gore re be re na le mazenkenyana re khone go itirela di toilet. We are living a very unhygienic life ka ntla ya puso ya rona ha ba tle ditirelo mo goro.
Omasipalata wengaka mudero molema usithumele emnyangweni wokubusa ngokuhlanganyela nokuhlaliswa kwabantu wesifunda nasibawabona uphefumule ngendaba lemi kodwa na umnyango lo khenge ubuye kithi.
Amatoho asizile ukwakha amathuba omsebenzi ekoteni yesine yomnyaka u2022. Ilwazi elikhutshwe liziko lezembalobalo iStats SA litshengise ukuthi abantu abayi48,000 babambe amatoho emkhakheni eminye ukuthoma ngenyanga ukhukhulamunga bekufike unobayini. Imisebenzi eminingi ivele ekorweni yokuhwebelana emabhizinisini kunye nomayini.
Akhange kube namajuguluko okuqatshwa kwabantu emkhakheni wezokuthutha kunye nemisebenzi kahulumende. Njengoba kube khona ukwehla emkhakheni okwakha kunye nokukhiqiza. Ayi-52,000 amathuba omsebenzi wesikhatshana akhiwe ekoteni yokugcina umnyaka opheleleko. Kwathi ayi-6,000 kwaba ngilabo abaqatshwa ngokupheleleko. Ngomnyaka 2022 ukuqatshwa ngokupheleleko kwabantu kwehle nge-9,000 kwathi labo abaqatshwa ngesikhatshana ehlanga 85,000.
Umkhakha wangeqadi unendima eqhakathekileko ekufanele uyilime ekuhlomiseni umnotho. La magama kaNgqongqoshe wezamabubulo nokuhwebelana uIbrahim Patel. UPatel bekakhuluma kusemina ye-11 eJohannesburg ekukhuthaza ukuthengwa komkhiqizo wekhethwapha. Isemina le ibanjwe ngaphasi kwesiqubulo sokukhulisa umnotho nokuvula amathuba emisebenzi ngokuthenga imikhiqizo yanganeno eSouth Africa.
Njengombana inarha le iqalene nomraro wezinga eliphezulu lokuhlogeka kwemisebenzi nje undunankulu wesifunda seGauteng uPanyaza Lisufi uthi umnotho wemalokitshini ngiwo igolidetsha yesifunda. Uthi njenganje uhulumende selaqalele ukuthuthukisa umkhakha lo ukwenzela ukukhulisa umnotho nokuvula amathuba wemisebenzi. Ulisufi uthi amalokitshana amandla amakhulu ngehlangothini lokuvela nemkhumbulo emitsha yamabhizinisi.
Township are prospering in terms of creating new business ideas. So I'm a fanatic of township business. I really believe that if we give township business a chance, it will be the new center of creating opportunities and the traffic will go the opposite side instead of having one traffic.
iProudly SA ithi umnqopho wayo ukukhulisa umsebenzi nemikhiqizo yekhethwapha ukwenzela ukuvula amathuba wemisebenzi.
The last one is to promote accessibility of locally made products and services. So all of these entities, all of these sectors of society who then choose to heed our call to buy local need to know where to find these products, and that is the role of Pride South-Ken. And today, the expo that is running alongside this conference is another example of how we are getting, South Africans who want to buy local to easily access and find those products and identify them.
Ungqongqotjhe wezamahwebo namabubulo uthi umkhakha ongeqadi kufuze ubumbane uhlanganise imali edlula ku200 billion rands eminyakeni edlula ke5 ukwenzela ukusekela amabhizinisi ekhethwapha. Kanti uthi uhulumende naye uzokusungula isikhwama sokusekela amabhizinisi ekhethu ukwenzela ukuthi kuthengwe nganeno begodu uthi imininingwane ezeleko iza kulandela.
We need to get the private sector as a whole to embrace that. And so we met with BUSA and COSATU and NACTU and FEDUSA in 2020. And after a few months of engagement, we landed an agreement, a commitment by all of these social partners to work together on a localization accord.
Isemina yeProudly SA le ikhanjelwe malunga wenkampani abalelwa ku4200 azokutshengisa umsebenzi wamakampani awo. Ijimeli liyelelisa amaSewula Africa ukuthi athenge imikhiqizo yenziwe ekhethwapha.
Kwanje kulungile asibonane godu ngokuzako zikhona indaba zeSwati ngo 5:30 ntambama nje ku DTT na ku SABC 1 nisale nomusa.